we're feeling good. We'll see how we feel 6 weeks from now. Monday morning, we are about to get out there for a pyramid workout. I don't normally do workouts on Mondays, speed workouts on Mondays, but I am going out of town on Saturday, and so I'm pushing everything forward one day. And then we'll do a recovery run either Saturday night or Sunday. But yeah, it's going to be a interesting week. I'm going to be busy. We'll have to see how things go. But as always, I am tired, and yeah, got some good sleep last night though, so hopefully it carries me through. I'm getting some pre-run fuel. Got my caffeine here. Gotta mix up. Hopefully, should be a good time. All right, warm up, whew, done. We're gonna walk, then we're gonna hit some speed. This is gonna be good. This is gonna hurt, this is gonna be good. Metaspeed Ray on feet. These things are about to be crazy, absolutely crazy. You can't see me, it's very dark. Catch my breath before the top set or the top rep of the pyramid, which is a mile, which I'm gonna run at under 6:30 pace, but I just threw down the 8th quarter, half, 3/4, all under 6 minute pace. So we're flying. It might be the shoes. Whew. Might be the fact that yesterday was a rest day because I take Sundays off and I'm pushing everything forward this week, but it's humid. It was thunderstorms all night, so the road is wet, but we're holding up good, guys. We're holding up real good. I'm a little shocked, I'm not gonna lie. Curious how hard I can throw down this 1 mile, and then we got 3/4, half, quarter, 1/8 to finish out. But we are flying right now. It's gotta be the shoes, right? Gotta be the shoes. Still holding sub 6. Holy crap. Half, quarter, 1/8 left, so. Oh, we'll have to go sub 3 minutes, sub 90, and then sub really like 41, 42. Aim for that. Whew. My heart rate's recovering really well too, so I am feeling great. I have heard that the Metaspeed Ray just does not work for all foot strikes, which I'll have to practice it at marathon pace, long run pace, right? But at least, holy crap, at these up to mile, right? And 5K pace, frankly. So right now I'm like, man, if I'm testing my 5K in a few weeks, this is what I'm wearing. Wild shoe, wild. And I guess I should give the obvious disclaimer of, like, you gotta work. It's not just the shoes. I know I'm joking, it's the shoes, but holy crap. I'm popping off. Before I forget, I do have to give kind of an update on this shoe for just kind of first thoughts. So took it out for my first run. I did eighth mile, quarter mile, half mile, 3/4, full, 3/4, half, quarter, 1/8. Pyramid workout with progressing rest and increasing pace, or I guess decreasing then increasing, right? Because pyramid style. Every single rep, regardless of distance, was done under 6 minute pace, and the final 200 was done under 5 minute pace. Now, there's a lot of factors going on here, but that was arguably the best workout that I've ever run. And I don't know that that was a coincidence with the shoe. Now, I've heard from, from different sources that this shoe basically just doesn't fit all strides, right? Like in an ideal world, because of the orientation of the plate, it's not a full plate, right? Because of the foam, you know, you look at the midsole coverage as well, or the outsole coverage as well. And from my understanding, like you really need to be a 4-foot or mid-foot striker for this to work. Now, when I fatigue, I'm a heel striker. So the paces I ran today were like, you know, 400 up to, you know, 400 to 5K pace roughly. And so the question is, can I hold this shoe for a full marathon? And that I don't know. I'm going to have to take it out on some longer runs, you know, some more moderate efforts to kind of feel. But this is the fastest that I've ever run in a shoe with as little effort. The foam is reminiscent of the Pro Evo 1 or 2 from Adidas, like similar feel underfoot. Narrower platform though, so more unstable. And then the pop off the ground or aggressiveness is similar to the Puma R3, which, you know, those two shoes are wild, are absolutely crazy. You know, last year I couldn't rank the Pro Evo 1 in my super shoe rankings. I just felt like it wasn't fair. It was a completely different kind of category. It was $500. And in hindsight, I probably should have still ranked it within that and said this is where it would land. And had I done that, it would have been 1 or 2, frankly, right? This year, similarly, the Pro Evo 2 is in my top 3. The R3 had still edged it out. The Metaspeed Ray might be number 1 for me though, especially given that the price is $300, which is within normal super shoe ranges. Unfortunately, like it's still insane, but that is within normal super shoe ranges as far as price goes. And again, massive probably overreaction for one run in the shoe, and I understand that a lot of people have tried it and it didn't work for their stride, but at least for me on that workout, I was flying and I felt the most confident that I've ever felt hitting certain paces. So, and my heart rate, I think, you know, it definitely got up, but it recovered super nice between reps and whatnot too. So crazy, crazy shoe. Massive, probably overreaction from first thoughts. So we'll see how it goes. And again, it was nice weather out. It was cool. You know, I had fueled well over the weekend. Yesterday was a rest day, so I was well rested. I slept pretty good last night, even though I was still tired. But, you know, a lot of factors probably kicked in to help that, obviously. But still, probably the best workout I've ever thrown down. And I did feel like I was getting noticeable, really good feedback from the shoes. So, overreaction of the week, but we'll see how it goes. All right, Wednesday morning, speed workout number 2 today of the week. Again, we're going Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just because I'm going to be out of town starting Saturday. My stomach is freaking out and has been for like the last 2 days. So we'll see how this goes. That's honestly what I'm most worried about. We've got the Metaspeed Ray on foot again, and we're doing a cut down. So we're going to go 2 miles at 7:30, 1 mile, 1.5 miles at 7:10, 1.5 miles at 6:55, 1 mile at 6:40, and then we're calling it. So we'll see how this goes. The individual paces don't intimidate me, but holding those paces across the 6 miles, I don't know. We'll have to kind of see how that goes. I think I'm capable. Fitness is popping, so but there's a really, really good chance that I'll have to stop mid-workout and run inside for a bathroom. So we'll stay kind of close to home, see what happens here. But yeah, things are going well fitness-wise. I'm excited. I think, honestly, if I went out and tried to break my 5K PR this weekend, I could. So that's exciting. We'll see where it's at in 6-ish more weeks before we build for the marathon. But I think we've got a much stronger baseline than we did before Grandma's. So that's always good. Anyway, let's get it. All right, it is Wednesday. It is lunchtime, and I am about to just get a quick, like, 1-ish mile on the treadmill before getting my lift in. So just wanted to come on here and kind of talk about how I'm feeling. So we're also breaking out the Glycerin Maxes. We're up to date on all of our daily trainers. And I know a few more are coming right now in the mail, but I don't know if they'll be here before Saturday when I leave. So I have to figure out what shoes I'm bringing with me to go out of town to run in and get extra miles in. I know for sure I am bringing a speed workout shoe or probably a plated shoe. I'm thinking the Wave Rebellion Pro Low. That's supposed to get here tomorrow, so I'm excited for that one because I really like the Wave Rebellion Pro foams and everything. But the geometry of that shoe is just way too aggressive for me. And but I need a daily shoe or potentially two that are going to be good to walk around Portugal. I'm actually headed to Portugal. I'll be in North Carolina next week, and then I'll be in Portugal later in the week. So I'm going to need a shoe that's going to be good for travel for Portugal. I'm hearing it's lots of cobblestone streets, so something that's hopefully fairly cushioned and, you know, going to protect my feet but still stable. And then I'll probably do some speed on the treadmills at the hotel. But it'll be me and my wife, and she's excited to run too, so we'll get some good miles in. But yeah, daily training, I just don't know what shoes. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm hoping that the Pegasus Premium shows up, because that is going to be perfect for like just cush, plush, underfoot feel, as far as I've been told, right? But I'm supposed to be getting the Vomero Plus and Premium here soon from Nike. So fingers crossed they show up. If they don't, I don't know. Maybe the Evo SL, maybe the Neo Zen, maybe the Aero Glide, maybe the Rebel, something like that, something that I can maybe wear through the airports for travel day and then also run in. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. But anyway, I got my lift in, I'm about to get my lift in. This morning though, I did a cut down workout. After 2 days ago, I did, a pyramid workout. And both of them, I felt like I could have gone faster. Both of them, I felt like I could have really pushed pace. It's got me wondering if I should just try and time trial on Friday rather than doing my long run. Because I have this fitness, and then I'm going to be out of town for the majority of the next 2 weeks. And I'll run, obviously, but I don't know that the workouts are going to go super well, just due to a number of different factors. Not sleeping in my own bed, traveling. I don't know what kind of terrain we'll be dealing with and different things. So anyway, I'm curious what that's going to look like. But I'm like, man, I don't want to waste the fitness that I have right now, because I think I'm in PR shape. Now, how much, right? Like, am I in, because my last PR was 1927, which I think is like a 6:15 5K pace. Could I go throw down 6:10 pace, 6:05 pace? Could we get sub 19, right? Which I think is 6:05 is like 1955 or something like that, or 1855. I don't know. So that's kind of where my head's at. I'm just feeling really, really good. And, I could potentially kind of hit like a goal time or get a new 5K PR, and then, start my marathon block a little bit earlier than 16 weeks.
All right, it's Friday. About to get out there for my long run because I am flying out tomorrow morning. Still got work today. Got everything. Luckily, it's only 11 miles progression run. Should be fairly moderate overall. But I'm tired. Not like sleepy tired. I'm actually doing pretty good energy-wise, but I've been just working my butt off for like the last month in prep for this trip. So we're going to be in North Carolina for the first half of next week, and then we're going to Portugal. And I have all my video reviews, everything scheduled out and posted until the 17th of October because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. It's also our end of quarter, end of month next Tuesday, I believe. So we're rushing to try and get all of our sales quotas in and everything. And so I'm going to be working while I'm in North Carolina. We're just going early to allow my kids to adjust because they're going to be staying with my sister while we're gone. So anyway, lots of miles during the week this week. we'll try and get a recovery run in tomorrow, like evening probably. But it's been a busy week. Will continue to be a busy week. Going to be a crazy 2 weeks. So we'll do everything we can to stay healthy, keep training through it. Training will look a little bit more flexible over the next 2 weeks, obviously. And then we'll get back to it. But that's life. Want to make sure that, you know, I'm taking advantage of the opportunities that are presented to me. So, all right, let's get out the door for 11 miles today.
All right, I apologize because I just wanted to lock in. More and more as I start to sharpen for stuff, less and less do I want to actually record stuff while I'm working because I want to focus. And I hope you guys respect that. I'm trying to share as much as I can. But I knew that this workout was going to come down to pacing and just trying to nail the pace and not go too fast. And I feel like I did a good job. So I'm testing Runna again. Last time I tested it, I ended up getting that virus, so I stopped. So I'm testing it again, and it has me doing 2 to 3 like workouts a week. So Tuesdays, and this week Monday, because I move stuff. And usually it's like Mondays is a short, fast interval workout, and then Thursdays is like a progression run, and then every other Thursday or every other Saturday I have some type of long run, or every Saturday I have a long run, but some weeks it's just easy conversational. Some weeks it's got a couple of either progression or hot spots. So today was a progression. We went, you know, warmed up at around just over 8-minute pace. Conversational, the heart rate was chilling. Then we cut down to 7:40 for 3.5 miles, felt good. And then 7:10 for 3.5 miles felt really good. And frankly, I ran the last 3.5 at 6:50 pace. Heart rate gets up at that point. Like my lactate threshold, I believe, is around 650, 645, in that range, depending on the day, right? So overall, felt good, but I'm tired. Long run on a weekday is tough, so let's go. All right, Saturday morning, and I've got a flight to catch in a couple hours, but wanted to try and get at least a couple miles in before we go to the airport, because I just don't know if we'll be able to get any later. So just gonna go about probably like 4 miles easy, and then get the kids up and get ready to go. Let's do it. All right, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get more miles in today or this week. So we just did 3.5 early. You know, it's like 6:30, so just got a little bit in, and now I'm about to go inside, rinse off, get everyone up because we're going to the airport. So it's gonna be an interesting week and a half. I'm gonna be in Charlotte next week and then going to Portugal. And I just, you know, luckily the Portugal week is a deload week, and I've committed to like enjoying that and not worrying about running too much. But my wife likes to run too, so we'll probably just do a lot of treadmill running. I've heard that the terrain around the hotel is cobblestone and hilly, so that'll be a little bit rough. But anyway, there's the mileage there for the week. I didn't record a whole lot this week because I was just kind of locked in to getting ready to go, and also just getting those workouts done. So anyway, we're feeling good. We'll see how we feel 6 weeks from now.